A 49-year-old Limpopo man has invented a solar-powered stove. Tikatali Mativa from Kubvi village outside of Thohoyandou has designed the fully functional stove using recycled materials. The materials include a satellite dish and mirrors. The stove harnesses solar energy to boil, fry and cook without the need for electricity or gas. Rendani Ralipaswa visited the Inventor and filed this report.
What if your next meal was cooked using only the sun? No fuel, no electricity, and zero smoke. In a small village in Limpopo, a local craftsman built a fully functional solar stove out of scrap, reshaping everyday cooking forever. I will be sharing video clip about this groundbreaking innovation with you just in a moment. Before that, let's uncover the facts files about where this technology is coming from and who is behind it, the motives and more. Here's the story of the inventor, a resident of Limpopo who used a recycled satellite dish and mirrors to solve a daily challenge. You see, traditional stoves often rely on firewood or paraffin, which can really harm the environment, and honestly, people's health too. So, let's talk about how this solar stove actually works. The inventor set up a parabolic dish that focuses sunlight onto a cooking pot. This uses the principles of a solar parabola, and, well, you can actually build one yourself using an old satellite dish. In real life, this setup can boil water and even fry eggs, just like you might have seen in that YouTube clip. What's really cool is that this stove is made from scrap satellite dishes and donated mirrors, so it costs almost nothing to put together. And, there are similar builds out there. Some folks have made them using just a $10 satellite dish and a mirror. Studies from South Africa have shown that solar cookers can actually reduce fuel use by 30 to 60%, while also improving air quality. And, when we look at the data from sub-Saharan Africa, it's clear that using solar cookers reduces the need to collect wood and really saves people a significant amount of time. So, just imagine this, a full meal coming together right from scratch, using only the power of the sun. With this stove, you can boil, fry, and even bake all in one place. It's pretty amazing how versatile these solar cookers can be, right?
In a time when rising electricity and gas prices are affecting households across South Africa, Matiba has found a solution powered by nature. Using only the power of the sun, this stove eliminates the need for firewood, gas, or electricity. Matiba's solar stove is eco-friendly, cost-effective, easy to use, and completely emission-free. The stove works by reflecting sunlight onto a central cooking point, reaching temperatures high enough to fry food, boil water, and cook food. Matiba says he first created a small one that did not work according to his expectations, and he then decided to build a bigger one that reflects more sunlight. He says the idea came from wanting to save on high electricity and gas costs.
The
idea of inventing a solar stove started when there was load shedding, and I could see that my family was unable to cook and sometimes would go to bed hungry. I also saw that they were unable to afford electricity as it was very expensive, and during winter the electricity would run out fast. So this stove helps us a lot, and when there is sunlight, even during early morning, you can cook all kind of meals, from barb, meat, and also you can boil water to bath.
Matiba hopes his solar stove invention will attract support from different spheres. He hopes to invent more to supply the communities.
I want
to see this stove being used not just in Limpopo, but in South Africa and beyond. I built this stove here at home, and it's not a safe environment for kids, as I use sharp objects and materials like grinders. And then I have to cut the glasses into tiny pieces. I would like a warehouse where I will be able to work freely without fear of hurting anyone. And I also don't have a high quality grinders and drills, and that affects my work. So I don't have transportation, and I would love to be assisted by a bakkie that can help me transport the stoves to the customers.
Matiba also wants to transfer the skills to the youth in and around his community to curb unemployment.
If the stove become in demand, I will not be able to design everything alone. I will need assistance, and my wish is to employ people in and around my community so that they can help me with the demands and also to get the youth out of the streets.
Family members say the solar stove has helped them prepare meals even during blackouts. It is also saving on electricity costs this winter.
It is not basically a family matter. It is basically for the whole area. That sometimes we see areas which are dark cities, and we think, well, electricity has been cut off, whereas it is a matter of finance, money to buy electric energy.
Community members welcome and appreciate the invention.
I
am happy for him. Tikatari has always been a bright child. 2 or 3 years ago, he created a fan just using a bucket. He also created a swing for his siblings. When we saw that he created the solar stove, we were not surprised. He is simply demonstrating his God-given talent, and I hope that this stove is recognized all over the world. Matiba's friend says with the ongoing load shedding and reduction in their village, the stove has become a potential solution to energy challenges and deforestation.
Every day in our village and other villages across Limpopo, you will find people cutting down trees for firewood, which is not good for the environment as it causes climate change. I believe the stove will also help us with saving electricity costs. It is eco-friendly. When it is hot, there will be no need for people to use firewood.
Now, there are definitely some challenges, like relying on daylight. But honestly, simple solutions like solar trackers or fold-out panels make a big difference. Communities in Limpopo, and even in refugee camps, have adapted these ideas on a larger scale, showing just how creative people can get. Clean energy like this means less deforestation, better air quality, and, way fewer respiratory problems. Plus, there's the economic side. Solar cookers have actually helped households in South Africa cut their fuel costs by more than 40% during field tests. That's a real game changer. Wasn't that incredible? If you want more amazing stories about ingenuity and sustainability, go ahead and hit subscribe and turn on those notifications. Drop a comment below. Do you think you could build one of these in your area? And don't forget to share this video to inspire others.
In a world where innovation is often out of reach for rural communities, Matiba's solar stove invention is a reminder to many that solutions do not always come from laboratories, but can also come from a backyard in Kuvi. Matiba's stove is also not just a stove, it is an invention to the future, eco-friendly and affordable. Rendani Ralipasa, ACBC News, Kuvi.
Now let's be honest. Solar cooking has its limits. It needs sunlight, which means it's